field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throwing, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Here's Underwood to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Motion from the back. Left side is Hawkins. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Rid of it on the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Fighting off the defender. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They have a ton of designed runs in the playbook for him, much like when Vince Young took over full-time at quarterback, threw for over 1,500 and rushed for another 1,000. Dual-threat guys can move the ball.
Yeah, and when you got a quarterback like that, you should have a ton of runs in there. I mean, if I'm Texas, I got a guy that's got wheels like that can burn. I would be dumb not to have this as a big part of my playbook.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Underwood. Rush right in his face. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Off to the races. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Texas. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man on the right. Pulled to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here's Underwood. Makes the grab. Breaks free and he might be gone. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. After the completion, we see there is a man down and the clock will stop to check on him. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he got loose. Turning it on. Past the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Receiver comes in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Now on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Terry. Makes the grab in their space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
is manning to throw. The screen, he can go. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Left side is Hawkins. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Calls his own number. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
95, 96, French.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Right side, it's Wingo. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Manning. Out wide left, it's Wingo. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here's Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it in his belly. There he goes. He's at the 40. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Underwood, they're all over him. Reels it in. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Arch Madness. Finds his big tight end. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
From the gun, it's Hawkins. Pass to 6. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Sweep, sweep. Where did he go?
Here's Arts to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to...
Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Using his legs, it's Smothers. And he's brought down after a short gain. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. They give it back to him. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Out wide right, it's Coleman. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Underwood. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Sets his feet, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Texas! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, Great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Buffaloes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone.
And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Running it to the right. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. You can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him...
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That last one just the way you draw up a kickoff return. 87 yards, and he housed it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Makes the grab.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
Hunt is on its way. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Throwing Manning. Left side, it's Terry. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Third and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Level. Squid. Freeze. Where did he go?
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside, it's Smothers. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Manning lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy
hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He scores for the 5th time in this game. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Smothers. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level, getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run it to the right. Defense all over him.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Texas!
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic.
At the 37, and your Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Arch is going to throw for it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Manning. Look out! Chase to the right. And down he goes. The protection good for a while. It broke down and he could not get away. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. One more quarter to go and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Michigan, 42.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play.
20 and 29. Break. Under. Return. Where did he go?
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. Here's Underwood to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. This time it's complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, the good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is he took a smash right in the mustache.
No doubt. And didn't even have any trimmers. He definitely felt that one, felt every bit of it. Don't want to take too many shots like that, but you can also point up to the scoreboard and go, Coach, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Turning it on! He's at the 40, the 20, he's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Underwood escapes the pressure going right. Gets rid of it.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Way off target there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Handoff again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for space. It's Bishop. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Running behind that left side. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Quarterback changing the play.
Sweep, sweep. Go, go.
Here's Manning to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's gonna get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Just gets rid of that one.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Right side, it's Chambers. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. And that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, Manning. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Longhorn! Makes the grab in the corner!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward. Man, this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.